Besar has a rich and layered history that goes beyond just being a major road. Origins: from swamp to settlement. Before urbanization, Jalan Besar was part of a swampy area and a tributary of the Rosia River. In the early 1800s, it was reclaimed and leveled to support agriculture and housing. The name, Jalan Besar, means big road in Malay, an apt name because it was one of the earliest broad roads built just outside the colonial town centre. The New World and the tram era. In the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Jalan Besar was linked by tram lines, serving as a transport artery for workers commuting into town. It was also close to the New World Amusement Park, opened 1923. One of the three famous amusement parks in Singapore's early nightlife history, along with Great World and Gay World. Jalan Besar became a spillover zone for working-class entertainment, hosting coffee shops, Chinese opera, small hotels, and nightclubs. Trade, industry, and the rise of the working class. In the early and mid-20th century, Jalan Besar was known for automotive workshops, hardware stores, metal and timber trades. It was a hub for blue-collar labor, attracting immigrants from China and South India who lived and worked in the area. Many of the pre-war shop houses were mixed-use buildings, commercial space at the bottom, residential quarters upstairs. Heritage conservation and URA efforts. In 1991, Jalan Besar was included in the Urban Redevelopment Authority's URA conservation program. The area is home to Art Deco, Edwardian, and Chinese Baroque-style architecture, especially noticeable in the shophouses along Dixon Road, Payton Road, and Terwet Road. Some shophouses have ornate tiles, floral motifs, and geometric plasterwork that reflect Peranakan and colonial influences. Transition to hipster and heritage zone, 2000s present. Starting in the 2000s, Jalan Besar saw a slow gentrification. Boutique hotels like Wanderlust, Hotel YAN, and Camling opened in restored buildings. Indie cafes, specialty coffee bars, and speakeasy-style bars took over ex-hardware and textile shops. The area became popular among creatives, digital nomads, and urban explorers. Despite the modern touches, it retains an unpolished charm that makes it stand out from more sterile tourist zones like Orchard Road or Marina Bay. Cultural mosaic. Jalan Besar is at the crossroads of Little India, Lavender, and Rosia, resulting in a blend of Indian temples and South Asian eateries, Chinese clan associations and medicine halls, churches and community centers from colonial times. It's one of the few places where gentrification and grid coexist, making it a unique lens into Singapore's past, present, and future. Interesting trivia. Battle of Singapore, 1942. During World War II, Japanese forces passed through the Jalan Besar area on their way to capture central Singapore. Jalan Besar Stadium, built in 1929, is the oldest football stadium in Singapore, and was once used as a parade ground during colonial rule. Red light passed. Some lanes of Jalan Besar were once known for seedy activity, especially during the New World Amusement Park era. Some traces linger today, especially after dark. ๆ